All right, so now this is part two, and now we're back at the bottom. There's the car. So as I turn up the hill to the right, and I go this way, this is where this road right here, which as you can see is already starting to overgrow, right here is going to be where the house goes. So let's go and take a walk that way. I got Max right next to me as well, by the way. Oh boy. Yeah, so in the past, this was the, I guess a home site a long time ago. And I can only imagine they probably walked into this. The road's not the best when it's wet. When it's dry, it's fine. But when it's wet, this part of the country has clay, and it's not fun. And it sticks to everything until you try to drive in it, and then you slip. So this, I cleaned this up a while back. Forgive me, guys. I'm not used to doing these kind of videos things. So hopefully I do an okay job. You can see what I'm doing. So this is the open area to the old homestead. So apparently the house burned down and then everything was removed. So what I did is I flattened this out as much as I could so I can put a house here. So we got the plans and we got the plan. Unfortunately, we just need time and money. And I'm by myself, so yeah, one step at a time. So as you can see, property keeps going over that way. Can't see the fence line, but you can look up the hill there. And as far as your eyes can see, I think right up to where you start to see some sun, I think there's a fence line over there somewhere, right on that ridge. And then if you come around this way, so there used to be an outhouse. Oh, there it is. So there is an old outhouse here, but it's collapsed. It's not being used anymore. And you could probably look deep in the woods over there. You could see it. My plan is to grab that wood because that's old timber. And that old timber is in great shape. So I'm going to go ahead and just call this good here so you can kind of see what I got going on. And yeah, just got to put pier foundations and put in the plumbing going down the hill a little bit into the septic system that I got to put in. We'll be good to go. And the good news is it's a little bit warmer up here because you're not so close to the creek, and you're also out of the direct wind because out there the wind comes through pretty strong. So I'll take a pause here and then we'll go to the next spot. Okay, here we're at the bottom again, right where the powerhouse is. There's the car. The hill's behind me. So if I go over here to the left, or would be right going up, you're going to see a cleared out space. You'll see some red flags, which are for the septic system for the leach field, which is going to be about 50 feet long. That's kind of why it's pricier than I originally thought. So, but that's all right. The guys are going to help us. But while I was digging back here, I found an old chicken coop. So they used to have their chickens out here on this side. So I'm really considering doing that again because you definitely want to keep your animals close enough to where you can protect them, or at least have protection with your dogs or goats or donkeys, whatever line of defense you use. But anyways, as you can see, this was all cleared out in preparation for that. And so let's go ahead and head up the hill then. So as we go up the hill, again, everything you see is on the property. Really, at no point, whatever I point at, it will be part of the property. Just keep that in mind. So it's a little bit of a hill here, right? But Larry bought a four-wheel drive. I helped give him some cash for that so that we could have a four-wheel drive on the property, because that's going to be definitely necessary. I started clearing out along this side because there's you can say a spring, but runoff. And the runoff, essentially, from the mountainside, and some of that's spring, but most of it's just runoff. So, and this is where it gets kind of steep. So, what I'll probably do, Well, let me show you a road I made, if I can remember where I put it. Yeah, I haven't been up here since the heavy storm, so I expect to find a lot of problems. Down trees, most definitely. So, let's see about that. So let me take a break.